YouTube, J Thomas 1310 checking in with another motovlog to you. Just out on a coastal ride at the moment. It's a very popular day today by the go of things. But I thought I would check in and do a review on the AGV K5 helmet. As been requested by a few people to talk about the helmet that's been in my videos. So it's the AGV K5, not to be confused with AVG, the antivirus, as many people only say, oh, have you got an AVG? It's like, no, my computer does. But I have found it to be a great helmet. My last helmet that I was using was the AGV, I think it was the K2, so I did get it around 2012. So I had it for a few years before I upgraded to this, just late 2015. So it is incredibly light. I thought my last helmet was amazingly light, but that's like you got nothing on. It's that light. My then 18-month-old boy would always want me to put my helmet on him, and then with the old helmet, if you put that on him, it would actually have been too heavy for him to support on his neck. But with this thing, he can actually basically take off wearing the thing. So a big difference. So it's the dual layered fiberglass, so it's nice and sturdy, is nice and light. Of course it wouldn't be as light as your carbon fiber helmets, but I kind of like the feel of knowing that the helmet is still there. So I haven't found any issues after going on the big charity ride with helmet being on for quite a few hours at a time, and it was quite a hot day as well, and I didn't find that I got hot and sweaty in the helmet. I didn't get squashed ears, didn't have helmet face and helmet hair as you usually get when you take it off and all your cheek pads are indented into your face. So it's quite comfortable to wear. I also bought the tinted visor to go along with it. It's quite good. During the day I also have my sunnies underneath as well, and then it hasn't made things too dark, so it's good so you don't have to worry if you want to ride visor up, have sun in your eyes. But the helmet also does have the feature that it's got the drop down sunnies, so you can reach to the left of the helmet and slide them down. Do notice that they tend to make a bit of a rattling noise. I don't notice it when I am riding as such, but when you are actually walking and you got the helmet on, you'll hear the rattle. Or if you stop like this and you turn your head side to side, you do tend to find you can hear a little bit of a noise. But like I said, it doesn't annoy you while riding, so you're not hearing a constant rattle. So I assume probably a lot of internal sunnies on helmets would do that. It's just a bit of plastic sitting in there with a slot back and forth. So another feature that they mention on it is you get several different coloured insert tabs to go on the sides where the quick release is for the visor, as it is a very good quick release for the visor. You can snap and go quite quick, so there's no issue with carting around your visor to quickly swap over. But what it is, they're little different coloured tabs, and each one has different little stubs sticking out. Some have got more, some have got less, and they're supposed to be replacement for settings of where you sit your visor. So what it is actually you can, the one I've got, which is the red one, which I think is the sport or the touring one, but it's got the most amount of stubs, so you can slide your helmet visor from all the way top all the way down, and it's got lots of little notches along the way to have it different levels, so you can do it. All the other ones there's less little stubs for it to sit on. So there's the race one, which I think has just got basically open and then fully closed. But I think the one in between's got a few more, so you got a few others, which is a sport one, and I've got the other one which has got all of them. But basically it makes no difference. You're better off just keeping your helmet with all of them, so then no matter where and when you want your helmet open, you can keep it open. You want to close, you can close it, keep it halfway, 3/4, 1/3, whatever you want to do. So it's a bit of a pointless feature, I see it, but it does have the features so you can put your Bluetooths and Cenas and whatnot in the ears. It's got plenty of room to put your sunnies on, which is comfortable. They're my favourite features. Another one's got plenty of ventilation, so there's one at the top, you got little eyebrows on the front. You've also got one at the front and the chin. So it was actually quite confusing at first to figure out how to open the vent in the front. But you stick your thumb in from underneath the helmet when you got the fabric covering for your chin, and then you push it down or push it up and then it'll open the vents. And then you've got the back vents as well, so you can allow some air in and close it off in other areas. That's really good. I have had it open a couple of times in the rain, didn't notice any leakages, which is pretty good, so it must actually flow through quite well, so if you need to in the rain it wouldn't go drenching you too much, but I wouldn't go recommending it. One of my favourite features is actually on the visor, just where the chin area of the helmet meets the actual visor. There's a little notch, and you push it up and it'll actually break the seal from the rubber of the helmet to make it airtight and waterproof, but it'll actually just lift it just enough so if you're fogged up, as soon as you lift that up it'll instantly defog. So it's really good. So the helmet isn't too bad for fogging as it is. I mean, no helmet is ever going to be anti-fog, I don't think. For as long as that we breathe, the buggers are going to actually fog up. So I don't think we can always avoid that. There was a lot of styles for the helmet available. There wasn't so much for Australia. The first few that I actually wanted weren't available to Australia. It's just mostly because the helmet standards for Australia is very poor. There's lots of higher quality helmets that are much safer than our standard, and they're not allowed in Australia. So I don't see what the point of the standard is if it's to be safe, so you're not going around with a freaking tin can on your head. Actually have a safe helmet in the event of an accident, but if you're actually wearing one that's rated as safer, then it should just be the standard and above that you're allowed to wear. But that's another matter. We won't go into the politics, all that nonsense. It's already enough of a thing that riders have to deal with here, and probably more than likely around the world. But I do highly recommend this helmet. I haven't actually worn too many others, but I found it quite comfortable to wear. So if you're watching this video, you're probably either considering looking at getting one. I do recommend it, but ultimately everyone's head is a different shape. So you might put the K5 on, it mightn't be as comfortable as prior models like the K4, or you might think of a Shoei, it might fit a bit better. But you do have a lot higher price tag. But one recommendation is, that's the most important part of you, make sure you got a good helmet. Stick to buying new, don't buy second hand. So if they have been dropped, you're meant to replace it. So most times the only time you'd want to get rid of your helmet is if the thing's buggered, so do be aware. So unless you know the person well and can trust that the helmet hasn't been in a stack or dropped, that'd probably be right. But price wise for this helmet, like I said, I bought the helmet late 2015, and I believe I did get it as a package. I'm going to nip through before this bugger. It's going slow. Yeah, so I got it as a bit of a discount with getting my bike at the same time, and I bought a bit of other gear, so They have looked after me in the past, but that must mean there must be a bit of price to move, so do negotiate. I think it was listed $360 retail. I believe I paid about $240, $250, so yeah, there is a bit of margin. So always barter, and especially if you're getting a bike or some other gear. I think the visor I paid roughly, in the end it was $30, $40. I think it retailed $60 to $80, so yeah, definitely worth getting the visor. Looks great. I think some places the legalities of tinted visors are actually a bit of an issue, but check it out. I've been riding around, plenty of cops have seen me here, and people have told me apparently I shouldn't be wearing it, but no cops have said anything. Probably, especially with my bike with being too loud for the legal limit. But haven't had any issues with coppers, so they must be aware that it's not a dangerous thing. If you're probably riding around at night, they might pull you up and say, hey bud, take the, no good idea to ride with the tinted visor on. But I found even in the dark it's been pretty good. So it doesn't block the light out completely, it actually sort of just blocks UV more so. So in some shots in my videos you can actually still see through to my face, different angles, so I don't believe that should be much of an issue. Hey, if any of you also have a helmet or other recommendations, feel free to leave some comments and let us know what you think about it. But I do highly recommend this helmet. And as I head out over a lookout, I might keep the footage on so you can check it out with me, but hope you've enjoyed heading out for my little coastal ride. I'm not sure how much it gets seen on the chest cam. Helmet cam probably would have been able to see a bit more, but you can see it's all out there. Live along a beautiful stretch on the east coast here. And here we are. So I don't think I'll stop, as it is a stinking hot summer, very Australian summer day. So it's in the levers, it's absolutely cooking me when I'm going slow, so I'll keep moving. Thanks for tuning in. That's my review of the AGV K5 helmet. If you are interested in what model the K5 is, it is actually the Roadracer in the gunmetal and white, I believe it was called. So yeah, check them out. Take it easy out there, stay safe, keep the rubber side down, and I'll catch you later.